Hey, Maccabi Sports Camp, this is Coach Weimer. I would have been the baseball coach this summer for the second summer. And what I've been told is the second summer is more exciting than the first summer. I was really sad when I found out that camp wouldn't happen this summer. And like you, I have been looking for creative ways to fill my time now that I won't be at camp. So, once or twice a week, we're going to do a video together, and we're just going to do some things that we can do at our house with our mom and dad, with a brother, sister, or even by ourselves. So that way we can get better at the sport that we enjoy, and at the same time, we can stay active and try to stay connected as a camp community. A little bit about myself. I currently live in Omaha, Nebraska. I am a graduate assistant baseball coach at Midland University, and that's after I played and coached at a few colleges beforehand. So I love the game, and I want to stay around the game as much as possible. In times like these, I think of the quote by Roger Hornsby. People ask me what I do in winter when there's no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and I wait for spring. Well, unfortunately for the baseball community, that winter session where baseball is not on has lasted a whole lot longer than any of us could expect. So hopefully we can be back watching baseball and on the field, but until then, let's stay safe and let's learn more on how we can make ourselves better in the meantime. All right, for our first drill, all we need is a tennis ball and a wall. But make sure you ask your parents first. I don't want you throwing the ball off the wall without them agreeing to it. This can be a little loud, so just a heads up. So you probably don't want to do this at night either. Just make sure you ask your parents, or you can play catch with a buddy. What we're gonna do is we're really gonna work on our hands. Playing defense is very important in baseball. Think of the top defenders: Javier Baez, Fernando Tatis Jr., Mike Trout, Francisco Lindor, Yadier Molina, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. When you think of baseball, you think of all positions. You think of fielding, throwing, running, hitting home runs. Those are all parts of it. But defense will help you stay on the field. If you're only a hitter, that limits your opportunity to be on the field. You can either be a DH, or sometimes late in games, your coach might have to take you out. So it's really important to work on defense. So we're gonna work on our hands, because if we can trust our hands, we can get to baseballs that we wouldn't normally expect to. If we can get the ball cleanly into our glove and get the ball cleanly out of our glove, it makes us that much more better and gives us more time to throw the ball to first base or wherever the ball needs to. So for this drill, like I said, we need a tennis ball and our parents' permission. So for this drill, to start off with, we're gonna take the ball and you're gonna put it slightly out. Hey Hoobie, this is my dog. See, when you do this at home, you never know what's gonna happen. So, you take the ball and you're gonna put it right here. You're gonna take your left hand, if you throw with your right hand, or your right hand, if you throw with your left hand, and we're gonna work on being soft in our wrist and our hands, but strong with the rest of our arm. And what I mean by that, you're gonna put that there, you're gonna put your hand down like this, and all you're gonna do is working on scooping that ball and coming forward through it. If you watch a lot of major leaguers, when they get the ball, they get that flat, and then they come through the ball to take out that energy from it. So we're just gonna do about 20 reps. I'm not gonna do all 20 with you, but I'm just gonna show you. We're just doing about 20, and we're just working on that motion. We're getting that ball in our hands, we're keeping it in our fingertips, which is supposed to act like the webbing of our glove, and we're staying soft through our wrist and our hand and strong through our arm. So you just get it and go up. Nice and easy. Once we get through about 20 reps, always remember, we like to field ground balls with two hands because we want to trap it in. If that ball takes a bad hop, we can make sure it's in our glove. So then, same thing here, two hands, go up. Close that hand as we work through. And just remember, soft hands and wrists, strong arms on both sides. All right, now that we've worked with the ball stationary, this is where we need either a friend or a wall. We're going to throw the ball against the wall and we're going to work on that same motion. We're coming through, staying strong with our arm and soft with our wrists and our hands. So that way the ball never leaves our hand once we get the grip of it. And we're just working through just like we are doing. So we're going to about do 20 reps. I'm going to do 5 here just as an example. And as you see, I'm not perfect at it either. All right, now that we've done with 5, we're gonna work through with 2 hands. The same type of motion, you're just throwing against the wall and you're coming through with both hands, just like we would on a field, just like this. Make sure you keep your head down and your arms out in front of you so that way you can watch the ball all the way in. Just remember, we'd like to do about 20 reps so that way we can really work on what we're trying to work on. And now that we've done that, we're gonna grab our glove and we're gonna work through working with 2 hands for about 20 reps. So just remember, that's 20 reps with 1 hand stationary, 20 reps with 2 hands stationary, 20 reps with our bare hand off the wall, 20 reps with both hands, bare hand off the wall, and then 20 reps with both hands with our glove. So that would essentially be you fielding 100 ground balls. You're going through the same motions, but you're just doing it in a small space. If you can field 100 ground balls every day until we get back on the field, think how much better we're going to be at the defensive side of the game with just our hands. So for this week, I have 2 challenges for you. The first challenge is I would like you to go on to YouTube and I want you to find your favorite baseball player and watch their defensive highlights. See how they field ground balls. See what their setup is. See what their prep is. See how they mastered the game at a high level to get to the majors. And then I would like you guys to look up what the infield fly rule is and figure out what all the parts are, and we're gonna go over that next time so that we can understand the game better from a mental aspect and get better physically. Thank you guys for watching, and just remember, when we do these, have as much fun as possible, and we will be together again on the field sometime soon.